Okay, here we go. So let's meet on the mat, sitting in a nice, comfortable Sukhasana, easy pose. Bring the arms down by your sides, so nice and tall. Draw the navel in, and we're going to take the hands. We're going to inhale the arms up, and then exhale, arms down. Again, inhale, arms coming up over the head, pausing at the top, and then exhale your arms down. And one more time, inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands down. Then just bring the arms out to a T and flip the palms over and draw those pinkies back. A beautiful way to kind of create a nice posture in the back there, so nice and tall. So now just allow the hands to come onto the knees, face up. I'll take a couple moments here to find stillness. So close the eyes. Allow your day to melt away. Digging into this present moment, being incredibly grateful that we're on the mat, taking some time for ourselves. And bring your awareness to your body. As you're inhaling through the nose, notice that the lungs expand and the belly expands. And on your exhale, squeezing all the air out of the lungs, so drawing the navel back ever so slightly into the spine to help squeeze out the air. And as you inhale, visualize the air just moving about the body, giving all of your cells beautiful energy and oxygen. And take one more nice deep inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, open the eyes. Bringing the hands together, pressing the palms nice and firm, drawing the shoulder blades down your back, sitting up nice and tall. Allow the crown of the head to reach up toward the sky. Interlace your fingers, press your palms away, chin to chest, and begin to round the back by drawing the navel in and pressing the palms away. And then inhale as you stretch the arms up, maybe beyond the ears. So stretching up, slight back bend here. And then on your exhale, release the arms and bringing the hands to interlace, or the fingers to interlace behind you. So inhale, lift the heart, and begin lifting the arms up behind you. The arms are lifting up, creating another nice back bend through the back. And now Now stay grounded on your sits bones as you begin to round forward. So your chin comes to the chest. Rounding forward, lifting the arms up, but keeping the weight into the sits bone. And then on your inhale, drawing the arms down and lifting the chest, lifting the heart up. And then release. We'll do our little twist here. So bring the right hand across the body onto the left knee. Bring the left hand behind you. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Navel goes in. And then on your exhale, so twisting from the waist first. Again, inhale, lengthen up. Use the hand on the knee to help you twist. Twisting from the upper back. Again, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twisting. Eye gaze toward the back of the room. So continue breathing here. Lengthening up, twisting. Now stay in the twist, but allow the eye gaze to go over the opposite shoulder, giving the neck a bit of a stretch here. And let's do the arm as well. So we're just going to release the hand from the back and stretch that up and over. So feeling a stretch along the left side body. So press down through that left hip, but stretch and reach the arm over. And then release the hand back down and untwist. So the other side. Actually, let's uncross the legs. So cross the legs the other way. And now we'll twist to the other side. So take the left hand across the body. The right arm behind you. And now inhale, lengthen it up. Draw the crown of the head up to the sky as you're inhaling. And then on your exhale, begin to twist from the waist. So again, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twisting. So using the hand on your knee, helping you twist a little bit deeper. So inhale, lengthen up on each inhalation. And then exhale, twisting. Continue breathing and using that hand on your knee. Keep you in a beautiful twist, really stretching the spine here. And now release your eye gaze over the opposite shoulder. And then take the arm up from behind you and stretch it up and over. So we're down through that right hip and stretch the right arm over. Breathe here. And release. So let's take it on to all fours. We have socks on. Go ahead and remove those. And we'll meet in tabletop. So coming on to all fours. Let's do some big hip circles. I don't like my hips need some stretching here. So we're going to sit back onto the hip toward the right and then just circle it around. And really exaggerate coming up and over the wrist the best you can. And then sitting back into the right heel, over to the left. So 3 times. And then we'll switch and go the other way. Breathing as you're doing this. Being aware of that breath, really drawing it down into the belly. So once you've gone 3 times, and I've lost count, but we'll meet back in our tabletop and we'll go through some cat-cows. Do a bit of stretching of the spine again. So spread those fingers nice and wide. And then inhale, drop that belly, lift the heart, draw the shoulders back. And then exhale and round. So as always on these cat-cows, you can stay as long as you want. In either your cat or cow, if it's feeling really good to stretch one way as opposed to the other. As you inhale, the chest is up, shoulders are back. And on the exhale, you're rounding like a cat and pressing the ground away, drawing that navel up as you're rounding like your cat. Inhaling, you're dropping that belly, shoulders back, tailbone up. We'll do one more. And then we'll be back in table. So we'll go through some balancing here. So let's stretch our right toes back and up. Okay, so nice strong body here. Engage the core, strong legs, lifting out of those shoulders, and then extending the opposite arm forward once you have your balance. And breathing. So taking the eye gaze just a couple of feet in front of you, allowing the neck to be an extension of the spine. Breathing here. So strong core. Engaging that core again in case you've kind of lost a little bit of that integrity. Breathe. We're going to come into our side plank here. So lower the hand, extend the leg back and down, and then take your kickstand out, and then the right arm comes up. And then you can pop the leg back up if that's in your practice. So breathing here, strong leg. And if some of you are working on, the full side plank, that's where both legs would be straight. So you can most certainly be working on that, even if it's just for a couple of moments. I personally don't do it too much. It is a lot of weight on your wrist, but some of you are younger than I am. So there you go. Okay, so we're going to release the foot down, come back into our table, and we'll take that on the other side. So extend those left toes back and up. Engage your body, strong core here, and then extend the opposite hand forward. So breathing, eye gaze just a couple feet in front of you. Nice deep breathing in through the nose, strong core. So stretch and lengthen that body in opposite directions. Breathe. And now from here, we go into our side plank. So the hand lowers, the leg lowers with the leg stretched out, kickstand, and then the left arm extends up. Back leg comes up, maybe. And breathe. Maybe you're extending both legs. Lots of variations here. So wherever you are, strong body, strong core, strong legs. And release that back leg, meeting back in our tabletop. So we're going to do one more of those, but we'll turn it to the side if you want. If you don't want to turn it to the side, you can just stay extending the leg to the front and back like we just did. So the right leg extended out and up. Engage the core, strong legs, extend the opposite arm forward. So when you turn, it's really working on kind of your glutes, and that's why it's quite difficult. So drawing that leg forward and the hand out, and breathe. Beautiful. So we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, breathing for 2, and 1. Bring those feet back to the center and release. Okay, other side. Send the left toes out and up. Take the other arm forward. So you're staying here, right? Strong core, strong legs, or taking it to the side. So the foot comes forwardly, or the arm comes back. Breathe. Holding for 5. Breathe 4, 3, 2, and 1. So bringing it back forward and then release. Okay, let's open up the knees. I think that one is such a killer. Sitting back onto the heels, knees are open, nice and wide. Coming into our child pose. So stretch the body forward. Bring the forehead down onto the mat and breathe. So we can make this a very active pose by bringing your attention, like sitting back onto the hips, but really noticing the stretch through the upper body. So all the way from the hips through the side body, all the way out to the arms. And then lift your wrists up. So allow your fingertips to be on the ground for even a more active child pose here. And breathe. So you're pressing your chest down, forehead on the ground, really sitting back into those heels. A beautiful stretch for the lower back and stretching into the hips here. Okay, so draw the hands back, come back into like a table, and we're going to come into a plank pose. So come on onto the forearms. You're going to release your fingers, shoulders over the elbows, and you are going to extend the legs back. So again, if you need to modify here, you can drop the knees down. But first, see if you can at least get into your plank pose, just so that you're kind of in the right alignment. And then if it's too much, you're lowering your knees, but you're still engaging your core and able to get a workout there. So breathing here, so press back in those heels, keep the heels over the toes. Strong core for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So being mindful of your neck again. You want it to be an extension of the spine, so you're not crunching it back. 4, 3, strong core for 2, and 1. So lower the knees, lower all the way down for a moment. Rock back and forth on the hips. Release that lower back. And we'll come into our Sphinx Pose, which is kind of like a modified Cobra. So you're going to open the legs mat with distance, and you're going to come onto the forearms. The forearms are coming straight out from your body. Shoulders over the elbows, fingers spread nice and wide. So now lift the chest up, press the hips down, and breathe. I'm feeling the stretch here in your lower back. And lift the chest, wide collarbones, press down through the tops of the toes, breathing, and then release all the way down. And we're going to press back up into our table, and we're going to come into downward facing dog. So from tabletop, right, extend the hands out beyond the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide. Allow the hands to be slightly turned out so that your index fingers are facing 12 o'clock. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and draw them back and pedal through the legs. Completely relax the crown of the head down, pressing the chest toward the thighs. And then once you've stretched your legs out, without pressing both heels down toward the ground. Your feet are parallel and they're only about 6 inches apart. They're not too wide here. So breathing. Press down through those heels, even if they're not touching. Press the chest toward the thighs, really kind of clawing the mat away. Getting a beautiful stretch in the upper and the lower body here. Okay, so we're going to walk it back and find ourselves in our forward fold. Again, knees are slightly bent or more. Feet are parallel. And breathe. So grab opposite elbows here. And allow gravity to pull you forward. You can shift a little weight into the toes so that you're getting your hips over your heels and you're feeling a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Hands to the hips, and we slowly come all the way up. The head comes up last. We'll come to the center of the mat. Do side stretch here. So bring the feet together, maybe slightly apart for your balance. Let's inhale the arms up. Let's interlace our fingers and then press the palms away. So the hands are interlaced, or the fingers are interlaced, and the palms pressing up toward the ceiling. So press down through the soles of the feet, lift up through those thighs. Inhale, lengthen up, and then exhale, and bend it over, and then really stretch, reach those arms to the corner of the room, so breathing. And draw that right hip a little forward and your left shoulder back, trying to get the body in a nice straight line. So that right hip goes forward and left shoulder back. Breathing. And then release. So inhale, coming up. Exhale. And now inhale, lengthen it up again. And then exhale, bend. So pressing down through the soles of the feet, stretching through the right side body. So this time our right shoulder coming back, that left hip forward. Breathe here. And now inhale, coming up. And then exhale, release the hands. So we're going to go through a couple of our vinyasas, or our sun salutations, I should say. So let's meet at the front of the mat. So feet together. Bring your hands to heart center. Press down through the soles of the feet. Close the eyes for a moment and engage that core. Standing up nice and tall. Strong legs here. So open the eyes, release the arms down. Now inhale, arms come all the way up. And then exhale, swan dive forward. And then inhale, lengthen, lifting the chest up, flat back. And then exhale, stepping it back, the right foot first into your high plank. So lower the hips slightly. And now you can lower the knees. So we're going to come into our low push-up, which is Chaturanga. And then we're going to inhale it to your Cobra or upward facing. And then exhale into downward facing dog. And breathe here. So press down through the heels. And we're going to do a little bit more of a stretch of the legs here. So extend the right leg up. Send those right toes up. And allow the hips to open. And bend the knee. Draw the foot toward the glutes. And really lift that knee up and out. And now extend the toes back up, drawing the foot back down, other side. So extend the left toes up, open that hip. You're kind of opening the knee. And then you can bend the knee and draw the foot toward the glutes, really lifting up through the knee to help open the hip here. And breathe. And then extend the toes back up and down. So press both heels down, press the chest toward the thighs. And we're going to get ready to bring it back forward. So we're going to look forward. Start stepping with the right foot, however many steps you need to get to the front of the mat. So we inhale as we lift the heart, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. And then inhale those arms all the way up, slight back bend. And exhale, hands to heart center. Here we go again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift the heart, flat back. So step back, left foot first. And the right. Okay, so we're in our nice plank pose here. So lower down, right? Drop the knees if you need to. Coming into your push-up, cobra, or upward facing. And then we'll meet in downward facing. And breathe. Press down through those heels. Press the ground away from you. Lifting those hips up and back. Nice deep breathing here. And we're going to bring it back forward. So look forward. Start stepping with the left foot first. As many steps as you need to, making it to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the heart. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. And then inhale the arms all the way up. Slight back bend. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so last time. Inhale, arms up. Swan dive forward. Inhale, looking to the horizon, flat back. Exhale, step back the right foot. Our high plank. Lowering down, strong core here. Inhaling up, cobra or upward dog. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. So breathing here. Press the chest toward the thighs. Press the heels down toward the ground. And breathe. So we look forward, stepping forward with the right foot. All the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms all the way up. Slight back bend. And exhale, hands to heart center. Keeping the hands at heart center. Close the eyes. Press down through the soles of the feet. Lift through the hot thighs. Strong core. Shoulders relaxed down. Beautiful posture. Standing nice and tall. Release the arms down. Open the eyes. And we're going to step it open to warrior one. So big step back with the right foot. The back foot is on a slight angle. Shift those hips back toward the front of the room. So that left hip back, the right hip forward. And then begin to sink into the front leg. So finding your balance. Scooting those toes forward as much as you need to. So that the knee isn't going beyond the ankle. The arms up by the ears. Shoulders relaxed down though, and breathe. So nice, strong, standing back leg. You're going to take a few nice, deep breaths here. Your front knee is rotating out. And now we're going to open it up to warrior two. So see if you can keep your hips in place, right? Kind of sink down and just turn, opening that back foot to help open the hips to the side of the room, and the arms come out to a T. So readjust as you need to, of course. So breathing here. Eye gaze over the front fingers. Again, strong core here. Front knee is rotating out. You can look behind you and notice if the arm happens to be kind of down. You want it in line with your shoulders. So breathing here. And now we'll come into our triangle pose. So let's straighten that front leg and heel toe the back foot in a little bit. And now shift the hips back. And then reach it forward. Draw the left arm down, the right arm up. So anywhere on the leg, and if the knee is bent as well, that's fine. Just not too much weight if the hand is resting on the leg. So breathing here, spiraling your ribs open. So think about drawing the right shoulder back, breathing, holding 5, 4, breathing 3, 2, and 1. So if the eye gaze is up, draw it down, and then inhale the arms up. And we'll practice stepping to the front of the mat. And then we'll take that on the other side. So stepping back with the left foot and going into warrior 1. So the back foot is just on a slight angle, and that's so that you can help get your hips to the front of the room for your warrior 1. So sink down into that front knee. And when you're ready, the arms come up by the ears. So with warrior 1, it's fine to have a nice wide stance if that helps with your balance. So breathe here, strong arms, strong back leg. So that front hip is reaching back. So let's see, we have our right hip in the front. The right hip going back, left hip forward, helping square the hips to the front of the room. And breathe. Okay, so we're going to go right into warrior 2. Try to keep those hips down. You're going to start twisting to open. Draw the back toes out to help open those hips up. And breathe. So sink back again into that front knee. Relax the shoulders down. The tailbone is slightly scooped. Eye gaze over the front fingers. And breathe. Sinking a little bit more into that front leg, front knee. Holding 3, 2, and 1. The triangle pose. So press the ground away, straightening the front leg. Heel toe the back foot in slightly, just to shorten the distance there. Shift the hips back. So really exaggerate. You can take those hips and really shift them back. And then reach, reach, reach forward. Right arm down, left arm up. The strong legs here. So continuing to breathe. The eye gaze is up or down, whatever's comfortable for your neck. So rotating the ribs open. And spiral them open. Nice open chest here. Breathing 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking down, press the ground away, and then stepping up to the front of the mat. Beautiful. So let's come back to the center of the mat, and we'll go through some of our standing poses. We'll start with the one knee up. So shift that weight over to the left leg, and really root down through the sole of the foot and strong core here. So even using those toes to help you balance. And when you're ready, the knee comes up. So you may be practicing just keeping the hands on the hips, or you can bring your hands to where you're practicing. The most important is your standing leg is nice and strong and it's locked out. Draw the foot slightly forward. Continuing to breathe. And kicking out if that's in your practice. Beautiful. We're going to slowly come out of the pose. Trying to come out just as gracious as you went in. So anytime you fall out of them, coming back into it. Okay, other side. So shift the weight over to the right leg. So nice, strong standing leg, strong core. Lift the knee up. Nice, strong standing leg. Breathe. And slowly, coming out of your pose, release the foot down. And let's go into our standing bow pose. So the right palm comes out and up. Shift the weight over to that left leg. And then you're taking the palm, so strong core here, on the inside of the ankle or the foot. Drawing the knees back together. The arm comes up by the ear. And breathe. So you may be staying here, practicing on this balance. Or you're going to start kicking that foot back. So if you're kicking back, just trying to kick the foot into the hand and kind of creating a bit of resistance there, kind of kicking back and up. And slowly coming out of your pose, releasing the leg, arm comes down. Other side. So shift the weight over to that right leg. Strong core. The left palm comes face up and out by the side. Then taking the palm on the inside of the foot or the ankle. Drawing the knees back together. Hips are square to the front of the room here. And if you are kicking back, you're just drawing the knee straight back, kicking the foot into the hand. Again, the most important part though is that your standing leg is nice and strong. Beautiful. So start coming out of your pose. Release the leg down, arm comes down. And we'll come into our tree pose. to the center of the mat. Shift that weight over to the left side, the left leg. Strong core. And the sole of the foot. Anywhere on the leg except the knee. So press down through the sole of the foot. Draw the knee back. Lift up out of those hips. Hands to heart center. So lengthening through the side of the body. Lengthening that spine up. Crown of the head. Lengthening up. Bring the hands back together, down to heart center, and stay balanced. We're going to bring the knee forward and kick the leg out. So that knee shifts forward, the leg kicks out. So hands on the hips if you like, for kind of to help ground you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Other side, right leg takes the weight there, strong core. Feel rooted down through that sole of the foot, pressing down through all of the toes. Lift up out of those hips, lengthen through your side body. Nice long spine. Bringing the arms, the hands back together. Down to your heart center. Knee shifts forward. Leg kicks out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift the leg up. Release. Beautiful. So we're going to come down onto the ground, laying on our bellies. If you want to come down through vinyasa, you can meet me at the front of the mat, or you can just make your way down to the mat, onto the belly. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift the heart, flat back. Exhale, stepping it back, high plank. And then from here, the strong core, you're going to lower all the way down. Nice and slow. Move all the way down onto the belly. And we're going to come into a Cobra Pose. So just kind of setting yourself up onto your mat. And go ahead and bring the feet together. Nice strong legs. You're going to bring your fingertips together just underneath your shoulders. Elbows are tucked in toward the side. Bring your chin onto the mat. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. Lift the chest up. Draw the shoulders down. Elbows tucked in. Strong legs here. So pressing down through the tops of the feet. Breathe. Lift that chest. 10. Breathing for 9. 8. So lift the hands up slightly. Feel your lower back doing all of the work here. Press down to the tops of the toes. So lower the hands back down for a little bit of support. Lift the chest. 3, breathing. 2, lift the chest up and then release. Left ear to the ground. Release the arms. Relax the heels away from each other. And breathe. Close the eyes. We'll do one more. So draw the legs back together. Nice strong cobra tail. Bring the fingertips together just below the shoulders. Draw the elbows in to the side. Chin onto the mat. So inhale, exhale, and then inhale, lift the chest. So lifting the heart up, drawing the shoulders down. Breathe here. Strong legs. Lift the chest. 10. Breathing for 9. 8. Lift the chest on 7. 6. 5. Breathing 4. Now use the hands and lift the chest. 3, 2, and 1. So release it down, right ear to the mat. Relax the legs, relax the arms by your side with the palms face up, and breathe. So we're going to go into airplane pose. Draw those legs back together, arms out to a T. The mouth onto the mat, with the chin. So strong legs here. Inhale, exhale, and then inhale. Lift the arms, the chest, the feet, the legs. Draw the hands back, holding 10, 9. Lift the chest, lift the legs for 8. Breathing 7, 6, 5. Breathing 4, lift the chest, lift the legs. 3, 2, lift, release. Left ear to the mat, relax the arms, the legs, breathe. We're going to do one more of those, and we're going to do a different variation unless you prefer to do the arms out to the side, or you bring the arms out to the front. It is, it's quite a bit different and a bit more difficult. So if it doesn't work for you, then you can just change the arms out to the side. So draw the legs together, arms out to the side or straight out in front of you, kind of like a superwoman. Bring the chin back down to the chest. So inhale, exhale, and then inhale, lift the arms, lift the legs and the feet. So breathe here for 10. Lift the chest, 9. Lift the legs, 8, 7, 6. Breathing 5, 4, 3. Lift the chest, lift the legs, 2, 1. Lift, release. Right ear to the mat. Relax the arms, relax the legs. Calm your breath. To bring the palms forward, we're just going to sit up into a child pose just for a moment. So open the knees nice and wide, sit back on the heels, a nice release in that lower back from those two back strengtheners just then. So stretch the body forward, press the chest down, forehead on the mat, heels into the hips, breathe. So we're going to come up to tabletop, and we're going to come into our pigeon pose. So with pigeon pose, you're going to take your right knee and replace it with the right hand. So you're drawing the knee up, kind of just in place of that right hand. And then your back leg is shooting straight out from the hip. If this pose doesn't work for you, you can lie on your back and bend your knees. And then you'll cross the ankle over the knee and do that pose. But in pigeon pose, you can also put something under the hip to kind of help keep the hips square. So you're either staying here or see if you can draw the hands out and coming down onto the forearms. So breathing here. So press down toward that left hip. So the right hip is kind of lifted here. Pressing down to the left hip to get the hips square on the front of the room or front of the floor. And if you're able to come down, bringing your chest even further down, you can create a little pillow with the hands, or if it's comfortable to take your forehead onto your mat and stretch the arms out. And breathe. And so if the arms are out, you can bring them back in. We're going to peel the chest up. And then we're going to swing our the back leg up and around. So we're going to bring the left leg over. See if you can cross it over that knee and kind of come into a twist here. If it doesn't want to cross over the knee, you can keep it on the inside of the knee. And we're going to do a quick little twist here, and then we'll make our way onto the ground. So after our other side, of course. So take the left hand behind you, the right arm around that knee, and we're twisting. So inhale, lengthen it up, and then twist on your exhale. Good. So we're going to release, and then just come back into a tabletop. And we're going to take that pigeon pose on the other side. If you're lying on your back, the knees are bent, and then you're going to cross the leg over the other side. So our left knee now is going to come and replace the left hand, and then you're going to scoot or kind of take that back leg out straight behind you. Again, you can lift or put something under that left hip, or just kind of work on getting that right hip down, kind of pressing more toward that right side. And then so you can stay here, or you can practice and bringing the forearms forward, hanging out here, or the chest comes all the way down. You can create a little pillow with the hands, or if you like to have the arms straight out. And if this is a pose that you really enjoy, because a lot of women do, it's one of those poses that you can do and then just like hang out in it for 5-10 minutes on each side and really give those hips a beautiful stretch. So nice deep breathing here, just relaxing into it. Don't try to fight it. Inhale through the nose, drawing the breath down into the belly, allowing the breath to move about the body. Okay, so we're going to lift the chest back up. So if you're lying down, lifting up. And then we're going to swing the back foot up. So it can stop on the inside of the knee, or if you're able to draw the foot over the knee. And scoot the foot out to the side so that your sits bones are grounded down. And we're going to come into that twist again. So the right hand behind you, the left hand drawing that knee in toward the chest. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, twist it. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Breathe. And then release. Or we can bring the feet out in front of us, and we can slowly come all the way down, lying on our backs. Draw both knees in. Give yourself a big hug. And grab opposite hands, wrists, or elbows. Drawing the back of the head back onto the mat. Rock from side to side. So release the left leg back down onto the mat, straighten it out, and then interlace the fingers around the right knee. Ground your shoulders down, flex the toes. Inhale, and exhale, draw the knee in. Again, inhale, exhale, draw the knee in. So keep the knee bent. Take your right hand out to a T, and then take the right foot on top of the thigh, on top of the left thigh. Take your left hand and draw the knee over across the body. So only as far as you can go without your shoulder lifting up off the ground. So we're turning this into a nice twist, a nice spinal twist. But like if you notice this arm coming up, right, we're kind of coming out of the pose. So the arm stays down, the shoulder stays down, and you're stretching the knee across the body. So you get a nice stretch in your outer hip, but you're also getting a beautiful spinal twist here. You take your eye gaze toward the arm that's stretched out. And then release, so rolling back onto the back. And then stretch the leg, allow it to float down, meeting the other leg. And then you're going to bend the left knee. Interlace your fingers just below the knee. So we're tucking the chin, grounding the shoulders down. The feet are flexed. Inhale. And on your exhale, drawing the knee in. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. So continue breathing, and each exhale, you can draw that knee in a little bit closer. So allow your left arm to extend out shoulder height. Take the left foot on top of the right thigh, and then let your right hand kind of guide the knee over across the body. It's a very deep twist, so just going as far as you can without allowing the left shoulder to pop up. The eye gaze toward the left hand, only if it's comfortable. So breathe. And then rolling back, releasing the leg up, floats down. And this time we're going to take both knees to the chest, giving yourself a big hug. So grab opposite wrists, elbows, and lower the head back down. Flex the toes, ground the shoulders. Inhale. And then exhale, draw those knees in. Press the tailbone down as you're drawing the knees in. And one more nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, squeeze those knees in, press the tailbone down, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Release the arms, keep the knees bent, happy baby. For the soles of the feet toward the sky. The hands might be on your calves or your ankles or the soles of the feet. So you're drawing the knees back toward the earth, pressing the tailbone down. Breathe. Press the tailbone down, press the knees down. Release. We're going to bring the knees back together, the feet together, bringing the soles of the feet onto your mat. Allow the knees to open, soles of the feet together. So we're coming into our butterfly here. This is Baddha Konasana. Bring your hands onto the belly. Close the eyes. Inhale. Drawing the breath into the belly. So on your inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, the belly falls. So continue breathing in through the nose, feeling your belly rise. Exhale through the nose, the belly falls. And now for our final, most important pose of our practice, Shavasana. So allowing the legs to extend, allowing the legs to open mat width distance, allow the palms to be face up, So down by the side body, but also away from the side body. So let the toes just fall away from one another. Relax through your thighs. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let go. Again, inhale through the nose. Drawing the breath into the belly. Allowing the belly to rise. And then exhale, relax. Allow the face to relax. The space between the eyes softens. The jaw relaxes. The arms, the hands relax. The body is heavy. It's soft. Feeling connected to the earth. And bring the awareness to the body. Feeling light. Feeling free. And thank you for joining me on this. Have a beautiful night. Namaste.